what is going to stop Republicans from doing that to try to change the election results?
Well, I think there's probably many Republicans that know Akron is overwhelmingly Democratic in most of the races, and I'd say probably even the mayor's race, although you don't discount any candidate or any race, but the percentages are there that the winners in the primaries, the Democratic primaries, will be the successful candidates in the general election. So I know there's some Republicans, probably supporting both candidates, that will be participating in the Democratic primary in order to actually have their vote count or impact that election. So we welcome Democrats, Republicans, Independents. I always look for and hope for people to be involved in the process and to participate. It's really frustrating when in most elections the minority comes out and votes. It's a small percentage of the registered voters, and I often do when I talk to young people, and if I'm in a class setting, and let's move over here. I don't want to have this right in front of their driveway. What I'll do is I'll tell the class, I said, okay, the issue is, what are we going to have for lunch? Okay. Now, the voter registration period ended yesterday. Those of you not registered to vote, you're out. I'll walk up into the middle of class and I'll turn my back on half the class. You guys aren't registered to vote. You volunteered not to be a part of the process. Okay? I turn to the other half of the class. I say, okay, this is a non-presidential, non-gubernatorial, just local races. I walk up in the middle of that half of the class. This half, you're registered, but you won't participate. Then I look at the last group there, and I said, well, out of this group here, half of you are senior citizens, and you for sure are going to participate in this election. So I walk up in that half, and then I look at them and I said, what do you guys want for lunch? Because you get to decide what everybody else eats. And that's what happens when people don't participate in the process. They let other people make the decisions, and it's just important that they participate in the elections. And that's if you don't do that, then you leave it up to other people to make the decisions, and that's really just not smart. So, party affiliation, and one of the things, if you look at the rolls, there's way more independents than there are Democrats or Republicans, but that's because many don't participate in the primary. So now let's say, for example, in Ward 4, my old home district, now that's overwhelmingly Democratic. Now if you look at the numbers, if you perhaps say you're an independent and you want to run, you'll look at those numbers and you'll say, all right, well, there's more independents than everybody else. Well, those independents are Democrats. Now you go to an area, perhaps say in Hudson, well, those independents, those are probably Republicans.
Right.
So there's those other dynamics that go on out there, but there are those that, and there are those that they vote Democrats, Republicans, and I think most of us, from time to time, pick people that we think are good people,
right,
and we support them. In many communities, there is no party affiliation on the ballot. So, particularly many of the townships and other places. So it's an interesting, very interesting process. Other communities have runoffs, where you do have a primary, and it's like the top two candidates go on to the general election, as opposed to a party two-party, and then the two-party candidates meet. So it's each community has there's interesting things. All right, we're gonna go put in a couple yard signs, and
Now, I don't know how Mike Williams does this every day. Look at me. I've only been out with him for about an hour, and I'm a sweat ball.
Yeah, but we're not seeing your sweaty head.
Oh, well, geez, I hate when that happens.
all right, we'll go up here. Alright, we are officially at 8 o'clock, and that's when I stop going by people's doors.
Yes.